we saw key intelligence and security shortcomings that led to Ismail Haniyeh's assassination within a Muslim majority country. How do you assess this situation, first of all?
Thank you for having me on your show, first of all. I think it's more of a diplomatic failure for us as a Muslim nation, for us as an ummah, rather than, maybe us lacking in technology as well. It did play a part, but I think it is more of a diplomatic failure for us. Ever since the assassination, we haven't been able to raise our voice the way we should have. Even being a part of the OIC justice system and the OIC community, we haven't been able to raise any sort of voice. The international media has not yet covered this assassination, and we haven't been able to label them, the IDF, any sort of terrorist group. They have labeled us and Hamas already as terrorist groups. So why can't we build this narrative that they are the ones who are assassinating our people, and they are the ones who are initiating all the assassination attempts throughout the region as well, and the whole world knows it. So also we have the assets. I guess all the Muslim countries have the assets, but the major failure relies that we do not have unity yet. If we were united, if Saudi took a stand, if Middle East took a stand, if all of the Asian countries took a stand, believe me, I don't think the things would be like this, and we would be failing as a nation, as an ummah, the way we are, and we would have been able to counter this assassination better. And I think he was one of the more important Islamic leaders of the current time. Just he was not the face of the, maybe he wasn't glamorous enough to be a face of the Islamic nation or Islamic leaders. But we always fail to recognize our heroes till the time we have them. We always recognize their value after we have lost them. And even after losing them, we have not been able to, raise any sort of voice because we are not united as an ummah. That is what I feel. And also, when you talk about technological failure, I guess we have 8 universities in the top 500 universities in the world. So, things are very deep rooted rather than only the end results. We have to build from the foundation. We have to start from scratch. And even if we don't realize it now, when the war is at our doorstep, we will fail miserably. And I think we need to build on technology, and that is only possible through education and development.
That's true.
So our focus should be that. We have one university, if we are sitting in Pakistan, we have one university in the top 500 universities in the world. And throughout the history of Muslims, we have always been the most intellectual people, and now why we are failing and why we are submissive and why we are suppressed. One of the prime and core reasons is that we are failing as a nation, as an ummah, in terms of technology, in terms of education, in terms of building something for the greater good and being united on that mission.
And you also think that obviously that regional political dynamics also played a huge role, when it comes to the failure of security operators to protect Ismail Haniyeh?
I definitely think actually we all are divided by geographical boundaries. We are not united as an ummah. If we were united as an ummah and we had one superior goal, then we would be able to, put all our individual differences aside. All of the Muslim countries have accepted Israel almost now.
That's true.
On the basis of their own personal goods. Azerbaijan has gas supplies directly into the Israel. So they have, made you into pieces, and you have accepted them individually on the basis of your own personal interest. Surpassing the interest of the greater good, that is, being united as an ummah.
You are running this movement, Takmil-e-Pakistan movement. How is that helping in this cause?
We all saw that Bangladesh, what happened in Bangladesh, and we all know how they achieved what they wanted to achieve. They had a narrative. They are an ideological nation. They separated from us, but they are on a very better track than we are right now.
True.
We as a nation, you were asking how the youth, you can come and play along. We lack a narrative. We are not an ideological nation. We are failing to build and have one aim and one purpose of life, And I would like to add another thing to what my brothers have stated. This is a basic understanding of Quran, Amar bil Maruf and Nahi anil Munkar. You have to support what is good and you have to stop what is wrong. There were several protests carried out across Pakistan, but no one bothered to show up for that.
Exactly.
A huge respect to Senator Saab. He carried out a very big
Senator
dharna.
Mushtaq
Yes,
of
Senator Mushtaq
Jamaat-e-Islami,
Sahab.
absolutely.
And he almost stayed on the road for almost 2 months. But how many people joined him?
And students especially, because I'm really disappointed
Yes.
in that role which our students played.
But
we saw that in UK,
But
USA.
I don't even blame our students much. Why? Because throughout our education, we have been bred in our head that all we have to achieve in life is, get good grades, get a good degree, get into a good university, get a good GPA, and then fight the battle of survival. And that is, that is the main purpose of our life. के अच्छा करें and अच्छी नौकरी मिल जाए.
True.
That's our end goal as a nation. We don't have an idea, we don't have a narrative that we can build upon. So, if we, understand the core values of Islam and core teachings of Quran, we would know that the rest that is supposed to reach us, it will reach us. And we have to just make an effort for it. But we cannot forget about the bigger narrative and the bigger task that has been handed to us by our beloved Prophet, and that has been taught to us in the Quran. So we fail as a nation, we fail as a youth. Myself, I have failed. All of us have failed, I feel. Because we don't have actions that represent that we are a Muslim nation. We should be united, we are not united. In the broader picture, we are divided on the basis of geography, and in the smaller picture, we have too much going on in our heads. All we strive throughout our university life is, we don't want to disappoint our parents. We have to get a good job. We have to, survive our basic instincts of survival that we need to fight on daily, day to day. So I guess this all also
so our division
and
there
is another ayah of Quran which says, if you are a true believer, you will be successful.
True.
अगर तुम मोमिन हो, तुम ही सर बुलंद रहोगे. So that is the biggest reflection that we can have on ourselves right now. Are we successful? No, because the basic ingredient of being a mu'min and a true believer is missing from all of our lives, including myself.